Hi, it's Susan. Welcome. In my last video, I shared with you my vintage sewing journal kit, and for the past few weeks I've made a journal using it. I'd like to do a flip through and show how pretty it turned out. This journal is predominantly blue, that's my favorite color, and has a very feminine cottage feel to it. What's your favorite color? So let's start out. It comes with a tassel that is removable. Go ahead and take it off. I want to show you a detail here. It's got a spool that I created and also a little strawberry. It's got beads on it. Can you see that? Love it. Just love it. So you can keep this on the journal or you can take it off, whatever your choice is. So here's the cover. It's got a rhinestone buckle, satin ribbon, Sewing Mends the Soul. It's got an embroidered scarf as a background, some organza with dots, lace, more lace on the spine. On the back has a eyelet pocket with 2 tags in it and a beautiful bluebird. I did use the bluebird quite a bit in this book. Okay, let's open it up and get this situated just right. There we go. Alright, so here's a pocket and it's got 3 tags in it. Then it's got a small pocket with 3 more tags. Look at this little needle case I found. You open it up and inside I did some miniature little tags. Aren't those cute? Alright, so this journal has one signature. It measures 6 1/4 inch wide, 9 1/2 inches tall. The spine is 1 1/4 inches. The opening here is about 3 1/2 inches, so not too bad. It's got 4 dangles, 75 pages to journal on, 77 tags to journal on, and 3 alternate three altered paper clips. I don't know where that word went. All right, so this one has got lace here and then embroidered trim with a ruffle. Here's a couple of tags here. Here's a huge tag. There's 4 of these in the book, and I used a file folder to make them as big as I needed them to be, and it's got some swatches of fabric at the top, some patchwork of fabrics right here, some eyelet trim down here, and it says, "I was sewing when sewing wasn't cool." All right, I'm going to set this tag over to the side and put it back in a little bit. All right, and here's another pocket with 3 tags in it. I did find quite a bit ephemera that's got sewing themes. So that's pretty fun, and that's throughout the book. What you create doesn't have to be perfect. So here's a little cluster of a crocheted piece and some organza and a vintage button. Here's a flip up, and I actually stenciled some flowers there. Some more pockets. Here's a thimble for a tag. Here's a half page, and this is a an iron-on patch, but I actually glued it on, and it's a blue rose. Isn't that pretty? It's got crochet trim behind there. Here's one of the altered paper clips. Butterfly, and then tucked into the wings is 2 little tags that you can actually journal on. It says, "Enjoy it all." And they just tuck back inside there. There we go. And then the back is like that. I'm going to go ahead and attach this back on. This was underneath that on the other side. It's another thimble. Isn't that cute? A little bird. Okay, now these are trim holders or thread holders, You can put lace around it. You can put embroidery thread around it. You can use it for a tag. And you can use it for a journal spot, whatever you like. The kit comes with 8 different ones. And this is just a couple of them. And they're double-sided. And then, of course, I've got some tags behind it, just to fill in that pocket there. And then here's a couple of tags. There's another one of those ephemeras. Love that book, that little bird. It says, love, creativity, and dedication. That's what goes into handmade. And isn't that the truth? There we go. Here's a tuck spot. Here's some trim that's got 3D flowers on it. 3 tags in that pocket. This one is a flip up. It says, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And here's another one of those trim holders. Here's a dangle that's on an altered paper clip. It's a white rose, front and back. And then in here we've got a fold out and a journal card. I don't know about you, but I started taking homemaking in 7th grade. Took it all the way through senior year of high school. I don't think they even offer homemaking in school any longer. Let me get this back on here real quick. Well, it's not going to go on. I'll do it in a minute. Here's another little cluster. It's got a silk flower, a rose, and a crocheted piece behind it on the satin trim. Keep life simple. Oh, here's another one of those big tags. See how it's got swatches of fabric here? It's got 3 different ones, and then it's got lace up here and the eyelet. Handmade is heart made. Stick that one with that one. Oh, let me put them over here. All right. There's a pocket with a couple of tags in it. It says the happiest people don't have the best of everything, they just make the best of everything. And this half page flips open. That's an embroidered trim right there. Flips open, it's got a pocket with 2 tags in it. And here's some eyelet and some satin. I love that. Isn't that pretty? I just love this book. Of course, blue is my favorite color, like I said before, but sewing is close to my heart, and so is birds, flowers, butterflies. All right, and here's 3 more tags in that pocket. This is a button card that it was inspired by Amity Bloom. She did something very similar to this. I didn't copy it exactly. I did get inspiration from her and then took it to where I wanted it, and I used it as a flip up. We're going to make one of these together in a future video. All right, plenty of places to journal in this book. A couple of tags in this pocket. Now this is a project page. When I did this, there's only going to be 1 in the kit, but you print out 2 and you put them back to back like I have here, and that's the way they line up in the book. If you don't print out 2, you'll just have this someplace and then this side someplace else. So that's the trick there. There's a fussy cut and a blue birds. Here's another thimble, and here's another little cluster with a button on it. This is a dangle. This is from a retro necklace. And then I put that little charm on there, which wasn't part of the necklace, but it's a vintage charm. Here's another flip up with the stenciled flowers, and you can see the tags. There's 3 of them there. See, here's the other side of those project pages. So it works out. You can print up as many as you want. You could have the whole journal full of those pages if you do a lot of projects. All right, and here's some crochet trim, another tag. Look at this little cluster. It's got the little bird. It's a crocheted piece and a silk flower. I just love this. I used to embroider quite a bit. I don't do it that often any longer. Just journaling is taking up my time, and designing digitals. All right, and here's 3 tags right here. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? Beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. There's quite a few inspirational quotes in here. Most of them relate to sewing, but a lot of them are just everyday inspirational quotes. Here's another altered paper clip. I just put a dangle on it. And this is the strawberry pin cushion instructions. Folds out. And we actually are going to make that. That's what this little strawberry on here is. On this tassel, that's where that came from. And we'll make one together, but in a larger size so you can see. Put that back on there. All right, here's a little glassine envelope, and it's got a few tags inside. And here's another paper clip. That's a bird with a dangle, holding on another one of those trim holders. Isn't it pretty? Follow your heart. Here's a tag that's got tape measure at the bottom, dress form, trim. It says made with love. Stitch in time, and then we've got the trim here, and we've got a cluster with a lace trim and a butterfly. Here's one of those little trim holders, and this is part of the kit. And see, I just wrapped some of that satin ribbon around there, so you can add that any place else in the book. Here's a little trim that's got some silk flowers on it and pearls, and another one of those big tags. This one's got a vintage button, lace trim, eyelet, and blue flowers. Set that over there. This is another altered paper clip of a rose. There's 3 tags right there. Isn't this pretty? This is some eyelet trim. Well, I don't think it's not eyelet. It's just trim that's embroidered. And here's a half a page. Enjoy every moment. Some more of that 3D lace trim. And here's the last of the 4 giant tags. Let me hold it up so you can see it better. It's got 3 swatches of fabric, the eyelet, part of the tape measure. I found that in a thrift store, and then I just cut it up and put it in places in here. All right, here's a belly band. It's got a little embroidered scarf, picture of that. And we're at the back. And so here is that, quite a bit I used this in there, that embroidered trim with the pleats. Just want to make beautiful things. And in this back pocket, I did a little needle book. And it says shine like the stars, and I put needles, safety pins, straight pins in there. And then here's another little tag with trim at the top. So my plan is to make another journal with you using the same kit and make it predominantly pink. Now it'll be similar but not exactly the same, because I don't have the same laces and trims in pink as I had in blue. But look at the cover so far. Isn't it pretty? So it's very much like this one, except for in pink. It's going to be so fun. Next video we'll get started on selecting the papers for the signature. So please join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're interested in the digitals that I'm using, I'll have a link in the description box below so you can find the kits that I'm using. I hope you'll make one too. Bye. Have a great day.